Hey, everyone. Hello.
Hi. Good morning. Good evening. I guess depends on where you are. Hey, everyone. Hi, Jackie. I'm new person to these calls, so I'm a bit surprised. It's like, oh, who is this? It's like, I don't even know who am I, but I recently joined SysDic open source team. And yeah, I'm just like here to get to know the community and also talk about the proposal that Jackie put into the agenda. Yeah, but I don't have to take away the beginning.
Welcome. And for the rest of us, can you tell us how to say your name? Because I'm not attempting.
Yeah, it's Ijamal, but people like call by Ice, the first three letters. That's fine. Yeah, it's hard to to make a sense of.
Thanks, Ice. Seeing your background, I mean, that's easier to remember, but thanks a lot. Welcome.
Thanks.
Hey, everyone.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Oh.
I see we also do have an MC who added himself as MC. Excellent. Absolutely excellent move. I appreciate it.
How do I?
So I think let's start. Hello, everybody. Happy New Year. This is the first meeting of 2023 for the community of Falco. Little reminder, like always, Falco is a sincere product, so we are following their code of conduct. Please be kind to each other. The Chrome call is recorded, so you don't want to show your face on YouTube. Just turn off your camera. Please fill the ACMD for your items for 2 days, and just to know who joined us. We have 2 points in the agenda. First one is from Hijamal. The mic is yours.
Thank you. I mean, yeah, I could be the last one, but it's okay. I can start. But yeah, this the Falco.com revamp proposal, it's just came up when we were talking about like, okay, like how do we make this site, because it's an entry point for all kind of like users, how we make it more useful, more exciting, more like easily to navigate, and what kind of like content, like what kind of tutorials, like context setting content should be there for the new user to get started. And all of that kind of came from the I guess from my own experience when I was like, okay, like let's learn about Falco, and it's like, okay, like where should I learn? And I found a lot of useful content in blogs that could also live somewhere more static, where people could refer to that information like every time they want to kind of, I don't know, check something, right? Whereas blogs like get updated and content might get lost and not easily like findable afterwards. So I thought about like approaching this from like different perspectives. Like first, of course, it's a content that's what everyone cares about, like the users, developers, and different audiences. And then the second one is experience, right? Like when I think that some changes have been already made thanks Vicente, like for documentation. But when the before those changes, it was like little like I had to kind of put extra effort and like a lot of capacity in my mind to actually understand where I was in the documentation and how do I go back to the previous place. But I think a lot of that is fixed with Vicente's contributions now. And then the third thing is that how do we find about the like, okay, where Falco stands in the ecosystem, like Kubernetes ecosystem, where it's used, who is using, what are the use cases, what are the case studies, and what are the like most prominent, you know, like examples of usage in production and all of that. So that's something that I always look for when I myself look for like when we think about adapting a new like open source project. And so that's something that I think could be useful, but of course, like you all welcome to comment and add your feedback and also like share what other things you would like to have on the website, like what would make it easier for you to what would make it easier for your interaction there. And I think like part of this thing, like I know we talked a lot about content and a little bit of navigation, but we're also thinking that maybe like having like a fresher URL, like more dynamic, more like modern might kind of excite users. I don't know, like I just like compare a lot of like different projects and like also look at how they also presented and in their like landing page and all of that. So I thought maybe like a little bit of changes there might be might enhance the experience of the users. But yeah, so that's a proposal, and there will be like if there are like no concerns or objections with this thing, like I could kind of proceed and then think about more details, what exactly we would be adding. And of course, we will follow all the existing community processes for this. So like every change will be small, incremental, everyone is able to give feedback, and everyone is also welcome to join to be the like reviewers of each pull request and all of that. But yeah, I think like no, I'm anticipating like zero disruption to like existing processes, and there won't be any like site downtime or anything like that. But I think it's very valuable to kind of hear everyone out, whether you think it's a good idea and like what else, like if you think it's a good idea, like what else you would like to see there, that you think it's important to add, include, and all of that. Yeah, that's a proposal in general, high level, but I will be adding more details, and if we start the project with everyone's approval, I guess like I will set up like a public project board where we can track all the issues and all of that. Any questions? I can't see everyone, but.
No one has a comment?
Well, no questions for me, but I personally like love the initiative because I think the more we improve the structure and experience and readability of the website, I feel like we have many issues open in many repositories because we don't document things as much, or we don't make some knowledge explicit enough. So I think this is needed, and with the maturity of the project, like one of the next steps to make it better for everyone. So yeah, looking forward to seeing where this goes.
there will be other works about the documentation itself. We know we need to review the documentation, especially because some key parts are missing about Falco, and especially how to manage Falco while his life cycle. I'm thinking about, for example, we don't have any word about how to collect metrics from Falco to be sure it doesn't create, it doesn't have, it hasn't bad behavior or else. This is something Vicente already worked on, especially to have a smoother experience with the documentation. You can see now with the sections are different. You can collapse the menu, the list. It's easier to navigate into the documentation. But we need to revamp it more globally, add more tutorials, add more details about which platforms are ready for Falco, how to install Falco over them, etc., etc. This is a big challenge.
Thank you.
For
Thank
sure.
you.
Yes, tell me.
Yeah, thank you, Thomas, for mentioning it. Just adding that we would really like feedback of you guys. You are the one using the website. If there is something you like more, you like less, please just tell us, and we'll try to find a better way of doing it. On another hand, we want to write a tutorial that users, newcomers to Falco find when they want to start testing Falco. So if you have ideas, if you think, well, this could be a good approach, when I didn't have any idea of Falco, this is what I would have expected. So whatever idea you have to make experience for newcomers, just bring it up, okay? We are open for initiatives. We are open to listen to everything. And it's great to have different opinions because, well, then we can democratize the final result of the website. If there is only a few people just suggesting changes, then it's going to look very ugly, in my opinion. So yeah, that was it.
Any comment about that? Anyone wants to help with that? No problem. The next point is mine. It will be quick. 2 days ago, and yesterday mostly, we released Falco Psychic and Falco Psychic via new versions. They both bring a lot of new features, or some fixes. I hope everyone will enjoy them. We also released a blog post with some details about the new features. Sorry, my laptop is always slow with Zoom writing. So you have all details about the major key features of these new release.
Very cool. Very awesome.
And Jason, your time.
Yeah, this is pretty short, but I just wanted to propose myself as a maintainer of the libs repository. I haven't been that for a while, but I think I have deep knowledge of the code base right now. And most importantly, I feel like the team of maintainers in that repository usually need some help, because that's a repository where the count of PRs grows the most in periods of like deep development activity. So looking forward to get some feedback and looking forward to help.
For me,
Yes.
he's a huge +1, Jason. You help us a lot doing this month, so absolutely yes.
Yeah, I agree. Fully agree with Andrea. I'm happy to see you reach this point. Yes, and I'm looking forward to work with you. Thank you.
Yes,
The
please. Add your
highest
PR.
point of your career, Jason.
I will open a PR and by today or tomorrow and
Yeah.
gather some feedback there as well. Thanks everyone. I think we can move on to the next point, Toma, unless there are some questions on this.
So I was talking, but I was muted. Sorry. So
Okay.
Luca, you can tell us more about Falco 0.34.
Cool. So it's that time of the year again. So it's almost the new year has started, and as you know, at the end of January we have a scheduled release. And right now we've got Falco 0.34 which will be the next one. As you know, we have here both people that are interested in Falco and people that are interested in the LIPS. And so I just wanted to update about first of all the features that you can find in Falco and the LIPS development status. First of all, in LIPS, the upcoming version will be 0.10. So especially if you are a LIP consumer, you probably want to keep an eye out for that. Notice that there is going to be a 0.10.1 before the Falco release because some bug fixes that were found and some bug fixes that were introduced. I believe Federico is working on that, on adding urgent bug fixes before release in. Of course, the drivers will be published as well, and the tag is 4.0, and I don't think they were published yet. Of course, they will be by the time of release. So anyone that wants to try the LIPS is, of course, more than welcome to do so, because as you know, all new features bring surprises, and if we can find any bug fixes before Falco is out, then we will be much happier. Second thing about the release is the new features, new upcoming features. There's a lot of stuff as usual in our releases, and I think I can tell about two massive ones that have been in development for months now, and they will be seeing the light of day in this release. One is the new eBPF probe, which is, of course, it's since the work done there is incredible. It's not shipped, I think, as a completely full features because a lot of people will need to test it, and I think it's going to be experimental. But Andrea, please correct me if I'm wrong. But it's going to be shipped alongside.
Yeah, that's true. It will be experimental as for this release at least.
Absolutely, that's awesome, and this one is there's really a lot of work that went into that was poured into it. It's really cool, and I'm really looking forward to see that happening. And another big change, big addition, big new feature that we'll see is the fact that if you have been following around here, you probably know what Falco CTL is. If not, it's a tool that allows you to do some administrative work on Falco, but in the last few months it gained some very important features. That's the ability to update and automatically update rules and plugins, mostly rules, and also download and update plugins without having to download them manually. This is something that was needed because right now we have these rules that are crystallized for every release, and so people end up with this release that carries the rules, and they can't be easily updated. People need to do all sorts of workarounds to put their own in, and so we are going to include Falco CTL in this release, and it will also have the ability to automatically update the rules. If you've noticed, the rules are now moved to a different repository after a proposal that was reviewed, I think, about a month ago from Leonardo. We now have a new home for the rules that can be independently updated, so we can have new rules without having to release a new Falco, which is something that, I mean, I think it's not really a basic feature, but it's something that has been requested for a while. This release is needs a release manager and any number of people that are interested, release shadows or anything. I can be the release manager for this time or if anyone wants to volunteer, it's fine. And if anyone wants to follow the process, please do so. If nobody, I think I will add my candidacy for a release manager for this one also in the channel. But if anyone feels strongly, of course, welcome. And if anyone wants to follow the process, we can take release shadows as well as with no problems. Any questions on the upcoming release? And people, I know that people involved are putting in a lot of effort to make this happen on time. So thanks everyone, really.
If I can, I will shadow the release, Luca. If for you,
Of
it's
course.
okay.
Thank you, Andrea.
Thank you to you.
Any comment or question? No. So there is no more points for today. If someone has something to tell before quitting? Okay, I think we are good for the first community call of 2023. Thanks,
Oh.
everybody.
Oh yeah, just
Yeah,
a second. I have a little bit of an advertisement to make. It's not about the product, it's not about the service, it's about the fact that starting next week, on Thursdays, we will meet to discuss for the new Falco Supply Chain Security Working Group, because I think over the next few months, so no pressure, but over the next few months, we want to do something to improve the supply chain security of Falco itself. There are a few things. One is the signing of stuff that we are distributing a lot of artifacts, but not all are signed, and we would like to have them signed. We want to address all the trash that comes out of SCA tools when they try to analyze the Falco image for vulnerabilities, and it looks like Falco is the most vulnerable piece of software in existence, while it's not. But we want to address the problem so that SCA tools play nicer with it. We want to actually have the right vulnerabilities coming up somehow and somewhere, instead of taking a look at those manually. We want to explore S-bombs. We want to explore all this cool stuff. Well, cool. If you are interested in security, I think it's cool. And so starting next week on Thursdays, we'll start to talk about it. A lot of people are already interested, including Max Joe and Developer Guy, and we have also Alessio and Sumit and others. So if this sounds interesting to you, I will mention this next week as well, but please reach out. We want you there. Thank you.
Is this in the community calendar?
No, I would like someone to add it because I don't have permissions to do it.
Okay, yeah,
Do we
because
have permission to add it to the community calendar?
I don't think I have permissions to add it to the community calendar, but I would be happy to add it to the community calendar. We gave you
Jack, if you
permission.
can find who can do it, it would be good. Or if you can also obtain the permissions. I tried like
Is it Leo, or is it one of the core maintainers, or?
Maybe Leonardo might be able to do something, but we should definitely find out how other people also can get permission.
Okay.
I believe.
All right.
Thank you.
I'll ask Leo.
Yeah, I think many of us here have the permission, but only Leo has the knowledge about it. So maybe it's better to ask him.
I know how to do it if you have the permission, and I understand that I don't, because there's a maintainer mailing list where we should be all, if we are, everyone that's a core maintainer should be there, and I think that works. And then there's this moderation permission or something like that on the dev mailing list, and that's I think not everyone has them, and that's more complicated. Thanks for checking anyways, for people that can.
Okay.
So I think that was the final word. Thank you, everybody. See you next week.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thank
See
you.
you next week. Bye.
Bye.